When you look at student loans, it's the second largest debt this country has. The students that are having next to mortgages is the second largest debt we have in America.
And one has an effect on the others. That's Senator Joe Manchin of the great state of West Virginia, which we were just talking about before. Now, Mark Bloom is here. He's a real estate expert, and the effect that this is having these student debt fees and the student debt itself is rising. And then you've got guys that, I say guys, anybody that comes out of school looking to buy a house and really is having trouble doing that. Hey, Mark.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Doing fine. I'm guessing for several reasons. One, because your debt's so high, you owe so much money. One, and two, you could be in trouble with this, and it's affecting your credit.
Yeah, there really are so many effects. Some good, though very few. There's some silver lining here that we can look at. But a lot of it is really negative. Just the general idea of having that much debt for young people coming out of school for something so necessary as a college education. In America, I don't think it's something that we really encourage. I think everybody sees it as a problem, whether you're a retiree or whether you're a new family that's about to have children who one day will have to go to college.
Well, Mark, did Kevin hit it on the nail? Is it debt to income ratio that's off because they owe so much, or what exactly is happening?
So, yeah, you've got a couple factors here, and I think that's a huge one. Obviously lending is, besides wanting to buy the house, you have to actually have the physical ability to do it. The only way to do that is either with cash or a loan. As we all know, loans over the last few years have gotten tighter and tighter. They have recently raised the debt to income to about 43%. The problem is that a lot of experts are weighing in that a lot of these young adults, I hesitate to call them kids that are graduating from college,
sure,
they're going to be somewhere in the 60% range when they get out. So there's really, it's very difficult for them to qualify for those mortgages. And even with given a 5% increase in their salaries annually, it's going to take those individuals about 7 years, so maybe 2019, 2020, before they can get anywhere near that 43% debt-to-income ratio to be able to qualify for a loan. So that is a huge factor.
But at least they do. I mean, of course, the ones that get in the credit trouble, though, they may have a hard time with that down the road. Are you seeing that more and more are getting into trouble with this? In other words, biting off more than they can chew with their student loans?
If the student loans are a little different with the credit than some other types of debt, just because they are student loans. They don't hit your credit the same way.
Okay.
I think the bigger risk for what you're talking about, credit effect, than the student loans is the fact that you have kids, or again, young adults graduating from college, who have either had to or have been induced to use credit cards while they were in college,
right,
and that credit card debt becomes an issue.
And, you're not kidding about that. I mean, it's like before you even graduate from high school, the offers start pouring into the mailbox.
Yes, and you don't necessarily make the best decisions, which, again, this is part of the silver lining. When you defer that decision for 5 or 7 years from the time you graduate, you're better able to assess your financial capabilities as an individual than maybe when you were a 21-year-old student graduating college.
Okay.
You're better able to understand what your needs are as an individual or possibly a family at that point. And you just tend to generally make better decisions as you age and have more life experience than you do when you first graduate college and believe that you know everything.
I got you, man. I know that feeling. All right, Mark Bloom, thanks so much. We appreciate the info.
Yeah, my pleasure. Anything I can do to help.
Good talking to you.